Your team is spending hours every week on tasks that an AI agent can do in minutes for $0. And no, I'm not talking about ChatGPT. You searched for Viktor Review because you've heard about an AI that doesn't just answer questions. It actually does the work, lives in Slack, connects to 3,000 tools, runs for weeks without forgetting a single thing. And you're wondering, is it real or is it hype? Let me show you something nobody else is covering. Here's what your week actually looks like right now. Monday, you're chasing 3 people for project updates. Tuesday, someone asks what changed on the back end, and you spend 40 minutes digging through GitHub. Wednesday, your Google Ads CPA spikes 23%, and nobody notices until Friday. Thursday, you're manually creating linear tickets from Slack conversations. Friday, you realize you've spent the entire week managing work instead of doing work. And if you hired a virtual assistant to handle this, that's $1,500 to $3,000 a month for one person who still makes mistakes, who still needs context explained, who still goes home at 5. Viktor isn't another AI chatbot. It's an AI coworker that lives in your Slack, has its own computer in the cloud, writes and runs actual code, and does real work. Not summaries, not suggestions, work. And here's the part that made my jaw drop. It runs for weeks without losing context. 5 weeks into a product launch, and Viktor still remembers what Lisa said about the landing page in week 1. Let me show you what this actually looks like in practice. You type Viktor, check PostHog for daily app visitors this week. 13 seconds later, full breakdown. 10,798 unique visitors, weekday average, weekend average. Done. You type, Viktor, what changed on our backend yesterday? 12 seconds. 8 production deployments summarized in plain English. No jargon, no digging through pull requests. You type Viktor, create a linear issue for updating the pricing page. It drafts the title, writes the description with bullet points, and waits for your approval before creating it. You just click Approve. But here's what separates Viktor from every other AI tool I've reviewed this year. It's proactive. It doesn't wait for you to ask. Your Google Ads CPA jumps? Viktor spots it, analyzes the campaigns, identifies the underperforming ad group, and tells you before you even check the dashboard. Teams are reporting a 40% productivity boost, 40%, and it coordinates across people. It pings Lisa when design is behind. It tracks deadlines across teams. It sends you a message saying launch assets are 80% ready, because it's been monitoring progress across 5 weeks of conversations. Now pricing, and this is where it gets almost unfair. Starter plan, $0, $100 in free credits, no credit card. You get the full agent, integrations, scheduled tasks, persistent memory, everything. Team plan, $50 per month per Slack workspace. Not per user, per workspace. Your entire team uses one Viktor for $50. Compare that to a virtual assistant at $2,000 a month who works 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Viktor works 24/7, doesn't take PTO, doesn't need onboarding, doesn't forget what happened 3 weeks ago. And for the security conscious, it's SOC 2 compliant. Your data is encrypted. Viktor doesn't read all your Slack messages. It only accesses what you explicitly share in threads and mentions. Built by engineers from top companies, backed by serious investors. Before you ask, setup takes minutes, not days. Multiple team members can use it. It connects to over 3,000 tools through browser and native APIs, and yes, it can make mistakes, which is exactly why it asks for approval before taking critical actions. It's an AI coworker with guardrails, not a rogue robot. Here's what I'd do right now. Click the link in the description. Get your $100 in free credits, add Viktor to your Slack workspace. Give it one task, just one, that you've been doing manually every week. When it finishes in 30 seconds, what used to take you 30 minutes, you'll understand why I called this video your last hire. Links below, $0, zero risk, go.